What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Troop coming to you live and direct from the Battle Troop headquarters. Let's get right off into this. Welcome to another episode of Page and Chapters of My Life. Shouts out to everybody that's on the Patreon. I do want to give y'all another background story of my upbringing in Chicago, Illinois, and how things were being born and raised in the projects. Now, the name of my projects in Chicago, Illinois, was called Stateway Gardens. It was plagued by mainly this gang called the Dale Vikings. They were called the Dale Vikings, and they ruled those projects. Sad thing about it is, it's no more of them really, because as the GDs began to migrate and got stronger, and the BDs got stronger, and the Dale Vikings ended up being both their enemies. So it was split up. Mainly, most of the Dale Vikings started getting locked up, or not most, but some of the more fearful ones, started catching cases, getting locked up, and so it hurt their organization, and the GDs and BDs overpowered them as a result of mostly their leaders being locked up. And what happened was they had to either become GDs or BDs in order to survive. That was later on. But during this time, I'm speaking about when they were strong, they dominated those projects and ruled them. That project had, other than drugs and things like that, the projects had a hustle to it. Right next door to the projects would be no other than Wrigley's Field, the place where the White Sox would play ball at. And those white people loved the White Sox. They would come to watch the White Sox from all over the city to go to a White Sox game. Bad thing about it was right next door to the hood. Parking was real bad for a lot of those white people because they couldn't park near the baseball park. So they had to walk probably like a good mile. They had to park a mile away from the stadium. That's how popular it was at that time, which actually was right there in the hood. Right there in the hood. Which was, again, forbidden for anybody that wasn't black. If you was any nationality in those projects, you wasn't black, it was over for you. If you were white or any other nationality and you came through them projects, it was over for you. It was like automatic prey. It was automatic. First one saw you is who got you. And let me tell you this, everybody was looking for you. That's no exaggerating, y'all. And a lot of these white people had no knowledge of it. They had no idea of what Project Ghetto living was. So they would come from miles all over to watch the White Sox. And it'd be parking their cars right near or by or in the projects to walk through, depending on what direction you were coming from. What direction you were coming from. If you were coming from south, if you were coming from southeast, where the project was, it was over for you. If you was coming from west, northwest, you was good. But it was over for you. If you came any other way. And those who came southeast, it was over for them. I'm not kidding y'all at all. It got bloody every time. Boy, I was willing to bet you nobody couldn't make it through the, you know what? Let me call somebody. Y'all think it's a joke. Hold on. I'm gonna call somebody. I'm finna call somebody. You couldn't get, I guarantee you couldn't get through them projects. And they would try. And boy, you'd be lucky if you made it. You'd be lucky if you made it. Hold on. I'm calling my big brother. Hold on. He gonna call me back. Let me call my other brother. My other brother ain't too much talkative like my other one is. Watch out, watch out, watch out, just straight to the point he be, my other brother. Watch this. Call my other big brother. Right here.
Hello. Yeah.
What you doing?
Way out right now.
I just need like 3 minutes of your time if I could.
What's up?
You remember when we was living in the projects? You hear me?
Okay.
What was the name of the baseball park we lived next door to?
The White Sox Park.
Yeah, White Sox Park, right. Now, how dangerous would it be when those white folks would park near the projects and walk through there to get to that park?
They're risking their life.
They'd be lucky if they got through there, didn't they, brother?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That was a feasting grounds, wasn't it?
Yeah, no doubt.
And it's crazy how many of them had no, huh?
They stayed getting robbed.
Right, and that was crazy how many of them never had no idea how that was until they actually got there, huh?
Yeah.
I was just telling some of my people about that, man. Like, that was a feasting grounds for the gangs, man. When the White Sox play, and them people, white folks come from all over to come and watch them play in the park near the ghetto or near the projects and try to walk. Remember, they had to walk through like our buildings to like get to take the shortcut to get there. That used to be terrible. Like, it's crazy how if you wasn't black, you was done. It was like automatic, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's just the way it was, though.
Right. And that's crazy how, that's crazy how me and you never had this conversation. But like, we never had this conversation before, but it's crazy how we witnessed it without even being around each other. Like, I saw it without being around you. And I know you saw it. What did you?
Right, no doubt, no doubt.
Did you see it more than once?
Saw it a lot.
Okay. That's all I wanted, big bro. Thanks. I'm talking about, look, a feasting grounds. See, a lot of people be talking. You talking about racist. See, I saw racism also on the same level as what the white people used to do to blacks to some degree. It was, man, I'm telling you, you was white, you came near them projects. If you was anything other than black, you came to them projects, you was done. They didn't care. They get girls, guys, you're done. They didn't care. They'll get you in front of your kids, snatch you up, drag you in the projects, rip off your pants pockets, beat you bloody, you was done. I'm talking about straight savagery. Straight savagery. They didn't care if we saw. It didn't matter. It was on a spot. It was a feasting grounds. Literally. Them white folks would come to them projects, parking their cars. Hey, how y'all doing? Hi everybody. Hey. All them black people like, what? But it's like a money thing. Ka-ching, ching, ching. Man, you got like 10, 12 different people all ripping you apart like the Book of Eli. That's exactly how it was. It was just like that, like the Book of Eli. It was just like that. No exaggerations. No exaggerations. That was crazy. That was crazy. No police around. No police is around. They don't come to the projects. By the time the police get there, everything done, over, long gone. That's how it was. It didn't matter how old you was. You know, how like a little thing, a little simple. Well, it's even worse out here too. They don't care about kids seeing. They'll shoot you right in front of your kids. Come to your house, knock on your door, blow your brains out while you holding your baby in your arm. But it was careless like that. They didn't care about us being around. We live there, guess what? Get used to it, because this what you're going to see. I used to feel sorry for a lot of them white folks. I used to be like, man, that's crazy. I'm pretty sure a lot of that turned a lot of them white folks even racist who probably wasn't racist. Getting jumped and snapped and beat in front of your child. Man, can't tell me that was reckless. They didn't care. If you were white, you got it. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. It was a lawless place. Violence at an all-time high, non-stop. Always something going on. Always somebody getting beat. Always somebody getting shot. And let it be found it was a raper man. Like the stuff Unbiased doing. What? When they found out somebody was a raper man or raped somebody, they would go get him. And the whole projects will be welling on him. They will literally kill that person. And he would not be found. You know what was crazy? Nobody said a word. Nobody would say a word. No telling. Nobody said a word. That was the law of the land. They will kill them raper men and you couldn't find them nowhere. You couldn't find them nowhere. They'll leave the rats to eat them. I'm talking about they would get beat by everybody. Everybody. And you'll just hear throughout the project like, well, they got the raper man. They got a raper man out there. A raper man, he raped. People didn't even need to hear the details. Who? Wait. Follow the crowd. Follow the crowd. That's how it was, too. That's how it was, man. It was crazy. It was reckless. That's what I was raised on. That's where we come from. I'm going to tell y'all a lot of project stories. But that was sad, man. The white folks would be trying to go to them baseball games to see the White Sox that was built right next to the project. They built that stadium right next to the projects. Why did they do that for? The white folks didn't have no parking, so they had to park near the projects. And they would walk the rest of the way, like almost a mile away or to a mile away to the stadium. And it was over. It was over. They'd be lucky if they got through that projects. I'm talking about, think about it. You white, so you stand out. Everybody see that, like, who? And it's no police. It's no police. It's strictly the Book of Eli living. Cause see, the way the projects is, like, they be on main streets. So it's like you see just the shell of it. But when you walk through it, that's a whole nother world. Once you get past the street of it, and you walk through it, it's a whole nother big world. Here go my big brother calling back. Watch this. Big bro. What you doing? Oh. Well, I just wanted to address something on you, right? Remember when we living in Chicago, we lived right next door to the baseball stadium? Remember we lived? I thought that was Wrigley Field. Oh, so that was Kaminsky. Where the White Sox play. How was it when white people would walk through that project to get to that park? No, I'm just telling the story of how we were upbringing. They could give us a documentary on that with some Chinese people with the new way gateway is right there. I was telling them before the project, y'all couldn't have been through here like this. Right. On that with some Chinese people, If you wasn't black, you couldn't come to them projects, could you, bro? No. And that's what, hey, and that. Right. And I'm saying, look, and them white folks got it, didn't they, bro? Trying to park their cars. Oh, but they get robbed by the deal Vikings, man, please. Right. And they stood out like a sore thumb. It's like everybody was praying on them, like, no, I got them. You know, a lot of times people used to be like, I'll watch your car. And they'll really watch it. Or sometimes people act like they're watching breaking people's cars. Right. That's all part of the hustle. Like, I ain't watching that car, and I can't watch it anyway if the right person want to get in it. Oh, did you get your thing? I'm finna get her now. Who getting the mom? Because she ain't answering me now. Yeah, I just got a phone with. She was in Waukesha picking up a TV. Okay, a TV? Yeah, that she bought on Craigslist for $200. Damn, Marva's been in there. Funny, what she is? Income tax money? Okay, I got to try it. Call me all right. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? See, there you go. That's my big brother. Telling you, couldn't get through there at all. But it is what it is, man. It's your boy Battle Truth, man. Another day of page and chapters of my life. I'm gonna give y'all some more stories on this stuff, man. This stuff crazy, man. Y'all have no idea, man. We right in the midst of that stuff, man. We right in the midst of that stuff. That was part of, sometimes we used to make hustles off that too. That's how we ate. We'll be like when them white people would pull up and stuff, we'll be like, Mister, you shouldn't park your car right here. They gonna break in your car and try to rob you. They'd be like, for real? We like, yeah. But if you want us to watch it, we'll watch it for you and make sure they don't break into it. If you pay us, they'd be like, okay, we're gonna give you some. And when we come back and ain't nothing wrong with our car, we'll pay you some more. I said, okay, sir. We couldn't stop nobody, man. They'll pay us that money. We be gone, because we can't stop it anyway. We just was hustling ourselves. If it so happened when they came back and wasn't nothing wrong with their car, we act like we watching it. Told you I was going to watch it for you. Some guy tried to come by here, sir, and we told them to get away from here. This is my brother's car. Oh, thank you. You did a good job. And give us some money, man, please. That's how it was, man. That's how it was. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's some question. It's yours. Thank you for everybody that's on Patreon. Thank you for being patient with me. Y'all know I be working hard. But it is what it is.